What is going on, everybody? Car Guy V8 here with another video. And as the title of this video implies, my $1,000 Pontiac Grand Prix is gone. Yep, it's no longer here. It was a really, really cool car, well put together and a great project. But I got to thinking about it. I've done so many G-bodies lately that I wanted to do something different, and it would just be another one that piles up around here. So I decided to replace it with an even cooler $1,000 Pontiac, and I'm about to show it to you. And at first, I didn't even message the guy on Marketplace because I just figured he probably had 10, 20 messages already, people lined up to look at it. But surprisingly, that was not the case, and I was the first person that showed up with cash for it. And here it is, a 1995 Pontiac Trans Am. You guys know I love these cars. And you remember I had a blue LS1 car not that long ago on the channel, which I'm not going to tell y'all what all happened with that car, but I wish I could have kept it, but some stuff went on. But this one is mine, registered already, so this car, at least for the foreseeable future, is not going anywhere. We've got a lot of work to do to this, so let's take a look at it. So here it is, a 1995 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, and I absolutely love these cars. This one has an aftermarket cowl hood, which I've always thought this cowl hood in particular looked kind of weird on these cars until I saw this one in person. It goes with this white, and it needs to be repainted, of course, but I'm no longer hateful towards those hoods. I actually think it looks good on this car. Fiberglass. The car's rough. I mean, for $1,000, what else can you say? It's got honeycomb taillights, which are on the later LS1 cars, and even the V6 Firebirds of those years, I believe. Oh, man. So happy to have another one of these cars again. Very few of you are probably still around from the very beginning of my channel, but if you remember my white Z28 whenever I was a lot younger, whenever I got that car, this white Trans Am is what I was hoping it was. I've always liked the white F-bodies, LT1s in particular, because they are cheaper, although these days they're not that much cheaper. And I haven't cleaned this car up. I've been waiting for this video. I'm betting it'll clean up at least a little bit. Interior wise, door panel's not cracked, but it is very rough. If I get another little, door handle molding piece, whatever you call that, this door panel might not actually be too bad, although it is rickety. It's showing 76,000 on the odometer, which I know is not true. According to its Carfax, at some point, like around 2016 or something, there was an odometer discrepancy, either a rollback or a replaced gauge cluster. Probably a replaced gauge cluster would be my thoughts. Look, it's 94.95. They have the transmission perform button. Those are pretty cool. Seats are rough. Leather interior. Let's pop that hood and look under there. I like these wheels. I'm not a big fan of the lug nuts, but better than no lug nuts, I guess. I bet this thing will clean up pretty good. Here we have a 5.7 liter LT1 with long tube headers on it. Those are nice. You know, these LT1s, they're 10.4 to 1 compression. They're pretty nasty little engines. The OptiSpark's the main issue with these things. There's a little rat's nest here. He told me he replaced some of the connectors and stuff, but as you can see, there's some wiring that needs to be done. I have heard the car run. I'll put the brief video on here of it running. Got oil pressure. Man, I'm so happy to have another Firebird out here at the property. Man, I've half thought about just hanging up the towel on the G-bodies and only dealing with 4th gen Firebirds and Trans Ams, just because these cars, they're a true passion of mine. And for $1,000, it was listed at $1,300. I think it was about the perfect deal. Even if engine and transmission are bad, even if I find major issues underneath, you can't really go wrong with $1,000, even for a non-running V6, because the body panels of these cars are worth serious money. It's just they're not fun to part out, and who would want to part out one of these beauties? So I think it's time we clean it up. The car, of course, is still wet, but there's some real potential here. Oh man, Trans Ams are so cool. I don't know the time frame on how quickly I will get this thing back on the road. You know, I've still got the Cutlass in the garage. I'm doing quite a bit too right now, and it is becoming a really nice car at the moment for what it is. So this one, I can't give an exact time frame, but hopefully within the next month or two, we'll get to dive into this and see what's up with it. He said it needed a mass airflow and it needed a fuel pump. And by looking at it, I don't see any reason to think that that's incorrect. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments below about this car. I'm super excited to have another LT1.